Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, kings and queens, depending on where and when you are listening. Back with another episode. Thank you so much for joining us. As you may know, somebody different doing the intro right now.
Yeah,
Nate's not here. Um,
Nate
he,
doesn't like us. He decided to not come.
yeah, he kind of just got sick and tired. But no, what is he like? Work? He's has something to do with like work. So
He's traveling for work right now.
exactly, he's traveling for work, so he just has some things to take care of. Um, But we wanted to do something different a little bit for the introduction to our episode. And if this kind of like gets enough attention, we'll continue doing it, every other episode or so. Um, if you guys saw that we announced that we were doing a little Q&A for this episode, we did get some questions. So like all the questions that are sent to us, if appropriate, of course, are featured onto the episode.
Yes.
Um, so Joe A asked, well, Nate, and Nate sent me his answer. Is Nate dropping music soon? I know he mentioned it.
Uh,
Nate said, nothing solid yet, but if I commit to it, possibly. And he said to add to that, I have a couple songs written down. So he has
yes.
something. He has,
Nate and I used to work on that stuff a lot together when we would staff camps together. Like we would always like fantasize over dropping music.
so are we gonna get a little album coming out soon?
Not soon. No, I don't have time. Not anywhere near soon. But maybe
So
way down
it's
the
in the
road.
works. It's in the works, right?
It's been talked about,
Okay.
but it's not realistic right now. We're both very busy.
That's fair. Fair enough. I did actually, I don't know if you were in the discussion too, if I talked to you about this, but I got so close to like writing a song. Like I wrote the lyrics down, I had the beat,
Yeah,
but
I remember.
I had nowhere to record, and
Yeah,
I kind of just got, and then it got stuck, and then just died down. Like everything was ready,
yeah, I
but
remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, it was kind of a shame. I might get onto that if I find a studio, man. But there are no studios here. Anyways, for the other question, this is for all of us. Matt C asked, "What's your worst experience with a female?" Now, to start
Oof.
off with Nate's answer, since he's not here, he said he just made out with a girl, spent the night, and she posted a video on her private Snap wearing my shirt with me standing shirtless like a trophy. He said he didn't know about it until near the end of the day when a friend of hers told me. So that's
Oof.
that's kind of rough. That's
That's
rough.
something.
Yeah. And I've known Nate like when he was here at Purdue, and I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, that wasn't nice. Um, what about you? What's your worst experience?
I don't really know, man. I haven't had anything like super weird have happened.
Yeah,
Um, do you have one? Well, I think still.
to be honest, because I kind of just put myself on the sideline so much, I don't really get into a lot of like experiences and stuff. I don't really have a
Well,
lot of situations.
I think part of my thing is that I'm mostly a reserved person, so I don't
Right.
really put myself in a scenario that I'm gonna have a crazy story to tell.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think, to be honest. I don't, well, I guess I want to say it's like a worst experience, but it was just kind of weird.
Mhm.
Um, this was back in high school. Um, so apparently there was this girl that had like a big crush on me, right? And I had no idea. Like genuinely did not know. And I didn't realize how much she was flirting with me until I graduated. And I was like looking back, I was like,
Yeah.
huh. And it got to the point where she would always try to like whenever, so it's like me and my friends all hang out with her and her friends, right? So we're
Okay.
all kind of just like in this group. And I realized that all the time she always manages to get us alone while we're like either like walking around or like going to like someplace to eat or stuff like that. And I don't know why, but I just never picked up on that. I was the kind of guy that
Yeah.
just went with it. I didn't really think about it at all. But like now when I look back at it, I was like, dude, I missed every single sign that was
You
sent to me. I'm every
fumbled the
single
bag.
sign right over my head. I didn't even think about it. And then when I was
Yeah.
like, huh, oh well. So it wasn't really a worse experience. It was
Yeah.
kind of just it was kind of just odd.
Now that you mentioned that, there's this one girl that I was friends with her since we were like 8 years old. And I like had a crush on her when we were real little, and then it just like died away, as most
Yeah.
do. I found out that throughout the entirety of high school, she had a crush on me and just never really told
Ah,
me.
dude.
But I, looking back, makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
How so?
Like signals she was dropping, giving hints.
Hmm.
I just like tunnel vision, couldn't see any of
Yeah,
it.
I don't know why we were like that, man. We kind of just so we were just going through. That's it. That's all we
Yeah.
cared about. That's crazy, man. Um, okay, so the last question, this is a question that was sent to me. Um, when are you guys going to drop more merch? Now, I feel like Nate would answer that question best.
So
However,
yeah,
is there a ballpark?
um, ballpark. I think that we're definitely gonna try and drop something for the summer
Yeah,
because we've been planning on different types of things for a long time, and there were different like the last time that we dropped merch, whatever, probably a year ago at this point. um we like I had all these like different ideas for Nate. I was like, this would be really cool, this would be really cool, like summer stuff, like short socks, bucket hats, like cool stuff.
yeah,
And he was like, oh, that's summer stuff, we gotta wait. I
right.
realized that we waited past this last summer. So
And
we
then it was
might,
too late.
yeah, depending on how much time Nate has, because that's kind of Nate's department, we're gonna, I think it'd be cool to try and drop something for summer.
Yeah, right on. So, oh, and the person that asked this question named Miguel. So, Miguel, we are going to drop things for the summer. When that drop is going to happen, that is TBA.
Yeah.
Now, uh, and again, if you guys want your questions featured on the next episodes or like episodes in the future, hit us up on our social media.
Yeah,
Preferably,
you can DM us on Instagram.
yep,
That's an easy way to get to us. You can comment on YouTube, super easy.
yep.
If you
You
just
can
have
reach the
a
LTC channel
yes,
on Instagram as well. So
Twitter
really
as
anything,
well.
yeah, and you'll get featured. Yeah. So on to the episode. Now we kind of wanted to like mix things up a little bit. I know this podcast is known for being motivational and all about self-improvement, which we love. Um, but now to kind of like take a break on things, it kind of we wanted to make something fun. So what we're going to do for this episode is asking each other hypothetical situations and what we would do in these situations. Now, Mike, do you want to start us off with one?
All right. If your house is burning down,
Hmm.
what is the first material object that you were saving? Can't be a person or anything, obviously. Like it's got to be a thing, an item.
Just one item.
Um, it depends. If you have like a wallet, there's things in the wallet. I would say that you can bring all that, but you can't say, oh, a backpack with this, and this in it, because that's
Okay, I see, I see, I see.
it's like in the office when they ask Dwight what movies he would take to a desert island, or what books, and he goes like, oh, a physician's manual hollowed out with matches and a blanket and food. Can't
Yeah.
cheat.
Um, that's a good question. I mean, I'm looking around, I'm like, what is there worth saving? That's gonna be like the item.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Honestly, I just take my wallet. If that's the one item I'm gonna save, I'm gonna take my
Yeah.
wallet.
I'm kind of battling between my phone and my wallet.
I didn't even think of the phone.
Let's
Dang.
take the phone out because let's take the phone and the wallet out because they're both going to
And
probably
the
come
wallet.
with you regardless.
Right.
Like
Because those are
they
so small. I'll just put in my pocket.
high chance they're in your pocket already.
Yeah. Um, wow, that's a good question. You know what? And I just thought of this actually. I'd probably take the folder that has all my papers, like important documents, like birth
You're
certificates, all that kind of
way
stuff.
too smart. You're way too
I'd take
smart,
that.
T. That was the big brain answer of the day.
Yeah, that's because
I
like
was
I
thinking
need it.
like I was thinking like, do I want to bring a pair of shoes? Like, do I am I bringing the merch? Like, what am I? Oh
Gotta save the
man,
merch, bro.
yeah. I was just wearing it today. I was wearing it yesterday. Um, I might I have a watch that my sister got me that I really like. I
Hmm,
don't wear it all the time, but I would probably grab that.
that's nice.
Or I would,
Sentimental value.
yeah, something sentimental.
That's nice, man.
Yeah.
Um, oh, speaking of merch, because you just mentioned that, um, we don't advertise our merch too much, but like I can't stress this enough. It is super comfortable.
Yeah,
Um, so
it's not
definitely check
like
it out.
there's a lot of people that say like, oh, our merch is a secret blend of different fibers.
Nah,
Ours
nah,
are
it's
ours are normal hoodies, but
yeah,
they're
like
really
it's
comfy
comfortable. Yeah,
and they look good.
it's nothing special. Like we're not saying like it was made and
Yeah.
with like Egyptian cotton. No, no, bro. It's just a hoodie, but it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
comfortable
they're
and it looks
nice.
good. Yeah,
Yes,
we're just being
exactly.
honest right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, gosh, I'm trying to think of something right now. Hmm. If you out of these four foods and you have to eliminate one has to go away.
Oh man.
You got burgers, you
Uh
got pizza,
uh
you g- you got fries, and let me think, and you got hot dogs. One has to go.
ooh. You see, those are I if you asked me this a year ago, I think that I would have said pizza off the bat.
Okay,
Um, but I've grown more fond of pizza in the last couple months because it's always at the dining hall and it's consistently good. So it's not like I'm gonna walk in and there's nothing to eat. Pizza is always
right.
there. So definitely keeping pizza, definitely keeping burgers. I love a good
So you
burger.
got fries or hot dogs. One has to go.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna make a smart decision here. I'm gonna take out fries because there's so many other substitutes for fries.
Interesting. Okay,
Because you can have like potato wedges, potato skins, tater tots, like all these
that's
different
true.
things. They're not quite fries, but
Right.
they're close. I really like hot dogs too. I haven't had a hot dog in a long time and my mouth is watering and I want a hot dog now.
Honestly, I was gonna say hot dogs because I love fries. Like whenever I
Yeah,
go to like get like a chicken sandwich or whatever, I have to get fries with that.
yeah.
It's amazing. And I mean hot dogs like should they're really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I could do without them. It's not the end of the world if
That
they go
yeah,
away.
that's fair. I would end up really missing fries.
Yeah.
I think I've
Yeah,
gone I out of the four things, I've gone the longest without eating hot dogs. So that, but
same.
a good hot dog is so good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After this, I'm gonna check my bank account and see if I can DoorDash a hot dog.
There you go. I'm motivated to get a hot dog. All right, on to you. What's your situation?
I'm gonna need a second to think here.
I got one. What what would your last meal be? Like this and then like that's it. You're done.
Yeah, death row, last meal.
Yep.
So the thing is with people on death row getting their last meal, it's not like a meal. they ask for whatever they want.
Oh yeah, it's yeah.
Like,
They get whatever.
okay, so I think part of it's just me wanting to try some things. Like, I would want to try Wagyu steak.
Ooh,
Like, I think I would
smart
just
man.
I would want to try it before I'm offed. Um, I would want a I'd want a Hawaiian pizza there.
Okay,
Um,
you love
what
your
a,
pizzas, bro.
yeah.
You love pizza.
I think that I'd want a burger and a hot dog, some homemade pasta with Alfredo sauce, and
Edible.
chocolate milk.
Chocolate, my man. They see that right there. That was the
Yeah.
icing cake.
Yep.
You can't go wrong
speaking
with
of,
chocolate.
speaking of, I want a cake. I want a cheesecake.
Just yeah, there you go. Why not? Just throw it
Yeah.
in there. Why not?
Yeah.
Man, I'll see like I'm gonna speak facts right now. Chocolate milk unites a lot of people.
Absolute.
It
So
unites so many people.
I went to dinner with a girl recently at the dining hall on campus, and she was giving me a hard time because I got chocolate milk, and I
Yeah,
was eating like pizza and pasta. She was giving me
yeah.
a hard time for getting chocolate milk, and I looked at her. I said, "You do realize chocolate milk goes with everything."
Dude, it actually does. Anything.
Mhm.
Anything at all. Um, I remember because when I was working over winter break, I was working so the Chick-fil-A branch that I work at doesn't serve it, but the one in Lafayette does. So I was working in Lafayette and they serve chocolate milk there. Every day, bro, religiously, I'd have to get a little bottle of chocolate milk. And these are the bottles that you find like in like the kids' meals and stuff. That's
Yeah,
what it's
yeah,
for.
the cartons.
But yeah, but no, I go in there without shame and I just grab it. I was like, I need my chocolate milk for the day, man.
Yeah, they at a grocery store back home, they sell glass bottles of chocolate milk, and it's like big
Yo,
gallon glass bottles, but this is not your average chocolate milk.
that's like
This
high-end
is
chocolate milk.
$8
Oh
for
my
this
goodness.
gallon of chocolate milk. You can
$8, bro?
you get $2 back if you return the jar, to be
Oh, is that
fair. But
the what's the name?
I I
Oberweis,
I
something
have
like
no
that?
idea what the
I
name of
think
it is.
I think that's what it is.
It's so good.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
good. It's like drinking a chocolate milkshake.
Oh man, I need some chocolate milk right now. I don't know, like the Nesquik powder, like chocolate powder.
Hmm.
I I actually have like the big tub, like
Yeah,
the
yeah, that you have
huge.
to put scoops in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I have one of those. It's like my
that's
best friend at this point.
it's so good. I have like the carnation breakfast essentials.
What is that?
It's like the same thing. It's just like chocolate powder that you can pour in milk or water,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
like something good to drink in the morning with breakfast.
Yeah.
So good.
You know what? I
Like, I
changed my
have a couple
answer.
packs.
I'm gonna leave the documents at home. I'm gonna take the chocolate milk with me.
That's
That's I'm gonna take that.
Yeah. It's honestly, birth certificate. Who
It's
needs
it's
that?
fine. I mean, my house
Yeah,
was burned down. I need something to comfort me, so I need some chocolate milk.
exactly.
There you go.
Just you're sitting there on the side of the road, just
Just
chugging a glass bottle of chocolate milk.
hey, my house burned down. Don't judge me. I need some comfort.
um,
Um,
okay, I've got one for you here.
what's up?
So you're a hip hop fan, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna lay it on you here. You
Uh-oh.
have to leave. So I think I talked about this with Nate at one point, but hip hop's super interesting because a lot of artists bring other artists in.
Hmm.
Like, Dr. Dre brought Eminem and 50, and
Yeah.
Eminem brought 50 Cent. And then if you and Dre brought J. Cole, and J. Cole brought Kendrick, but then Dr. Dre brought all these different people. So here's
Yeah.
my question. If you are looking at like the hip hop family tree,
Hmm.
for the most part, you're looking at Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z,
Okay.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Eliminate a family tree.
Oh boy. You said Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and who?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh no. Ah,
Because if you Snoop Dogg dominates the West Coast.
yeah.
Dr. Dre has everything Eminem has ever done. Eminem, J. Cole, Kendrick.
Right.
But Jay-Z, Kanye, Kid Cudi, Travis Scott, ASAP Rocky. You got to get rid
This
of
is gonna
one.
be a very tough choice, but I'd have to say Snoop.
I
I love
yeah,
Snoop and what he did, but I'm like more attached to Jay-Z, Eminem, Kanye, Kid Cudi, Kendrick. I just love
I
all those people, man.
yeah, I have the same answer because
And no hate on Snoop at all, but
oh
man,
no,
he has
love
to go.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
He's a work of art. But yeah,
Dude, the
I'm
the
the same way.
halftime show for the Super
I'm
Bowl,
so excited.
I'm so
So
stoked.
excited.
And if you guys are listening to this
The
after the Super Bowl, like we didn't see it yet because it's
Yeah,
Saturday.
we'll
So,
talk about it next week for sure.
oh, for
I'm gonna
sure.
be
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, we're recording this on Saturday, the day before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because who
So
you got Eminem, you got Dr. Dre, you got Snoop Dogg, and you got Kendrick. And what's the girl's?
Mary
I heard
J.
a couple of her
Blige,
dude, her songs are actually good. I didn't know who she was.
she's very good.
So I looked her up and I was like, whoa, this thing's like bumping right now.
Yeah,
I love it.
she's really good.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
love the
I'm
whole like they're bringing like the old style rap again. It's not the rap you
hmm
hear these days, which
yeah,
unfortunately is just rock bottom right now. I hate it.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. So when I feel like both of us agree on this, when we say we're hip hop fans or rap fans, we don't mean today's rap. We mean take the
It's
90s, early 2000s.
for me it's a mix because there's a lot of newer stuff that I really, really enjoy. And the a big thing that I realized with music in the last couple of years is that it's not always about the message of the song. Sometimes it's about the vibe of the song. And
That's fair.
a lot of people like Playboy Cardi, for example. I don't really like him at all because I think that he's really whiny and I don't like that he thinks he's a vampire. I think it's weird. Um, but I was watching a YouTube video, somebody was
Mhm.
reacting to a song and they said that if you don't understand that Cardi's vocals are there just to enhance the beat, then you're listening to music wrong. And I like that put a perspective on it for me that made me understand a lot more.
Right.
But for the most part, early 2000s, like before 2014, I'd say is most of what I listen to.
That's fair. I mean, honestly, I feel like the rap these days, it's mostly the beat that carries the song.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
'Cause if you
yeah,
like listen to the lyrics and you like look at what they're saying, it's a whole bunch of nonsense, man. It's a whole bunch of nothing. They're just saying stuff.
yeah.
Um,
The unfortunate part about it though is that there's not like so you have people like Eminem, Kanye, Jay-Z don't make the caliber of music that they used to really.
yeah,
And it's unfortunate because there's not really enough people that have taken up that mantle that they had, except for I mean, even J. Cole and Kendrick are probably past their peak.
yeah.
And they're like mystical creatures. Kendrick Lamar hasn't dropped music in 1,500 days. They're mystical creatures that don't even need to exist with us underlings. They can just sit in a mansion and
Yeah. And
like
do you think now do you think that after the Super Bowl's performance, if it all goes well, do you think that would inspire new music to come out? Do you think it would
I think it
change the
could.
game of rap?
I think it has potential to. I think the
Hmm.
issue is the Super Bowl for the All-Star lineup they have. It can literally go one of two ways. It can be the best Super Bowl halftime show of all time, or it can be just another one to dismiss.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of because you have a lot
Yeah,
of these big big names. Like these are not like easy names. So
yeah.
it's really a hit or miss kind of thing.
And it's another issue is that like the five artists that are featured, they're featured because for the most part they work together a lot.
Hmm.
Like we know Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, they all work together a ton.
Yeah,
Kendrick and Snoop and Kendrick and Eminem never done music together.
yeah, that's the thing.
Maybe Kendrick and Snoop, I don't know, but I'm curious to see how it's going to mesh because I
Yeah,
feel like in the group, Eminem is almost the outlier that he hasn't, especially he hasn't worked with these people in so long.
but I feel like he has the ability to adapt and just make something like
Yeah,
really good with them. Because,
yeah,
but here's the thing, their styles are kind of different. Eminem is more of like the lyrical, fast-paced.
yes,
It's almost like chaotic.
yeah.
But
Kendrick is,
Snoop Dogg is more of like the low key kind of just like
yeah,
the chill beat that he has.
yeah,
So I'm interested to see how that all kind of just like intertwines.
yeah.
It's yeah, it's interesting. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for it. Um, Now this is completely different subject, but if you could be any character from a movie, who would it be?
Uh,
This could be anybody, main character, one of the, I guess you kill side characters, whatever. This can be anybody.
I, I'm. It's gonna be Star Wars. It can't not be Star Wars.
Okay.
I'm really strongly considering just Luke Skywalker
Okay.
for as much as he's gone through in his life, but he's got a lightsaber and he's like the strongest Jedi ever.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so cool. I would love to. I would pay an infinite amount of money to be able to use the Force.
Dude, I feel like it's so much power you wouldn't know what to do with it.
Oh, I would have so much fun. I would have so much fun. I'd be moving stuff around everywhere. Uh here's
Honestly,
one we or yeah, you go.
no, no, you go ahead. You complete your thought.
I had another one, but
Oh,
I want you to finish.
see me, I talked about this with a friend yesterday actually, and I'd have to go with James Bond.
Mm,
I because ever like so I started watching James Bond movies, and this was with Daniel Craig. Since Skyfall, which was in 20, was it 2012 or 2013, if I'm not mistaken.
something like that.
Um, and man, I got so inspired from him, just the way like the character carries himself and his
Yeah,
attitude, and like he's just so smooth with everything he does, and even though he's worried in the inside, but he doesn't show it. He kind of shows just like calmness, and he's like, I know what I'm doing.
yeah,
He portrays that like confidence. And I feel that inspired me so much.
yeah.
Um, and even like they came out with the last movie, No Time to Die, uh, late last year. It was such a good movie. And yeah, no, I really love James Bond,
Yeah.
especially Daniel Craig. He
So
did a good job.
yeah, he was such an iconic
Oh yeah.
character.
Did you know that
Um,
he gets a free Aston Martin, like any Aston Martin he wants off the lot?
really.
I'm not even joking. You can get any Aston Martin he wants, like just get it and go.
Hmm.
It's crazy, man.
So this is not the question I was going to ask, but as a James Bond fan,
Hmm.
what do you think about them talking about having Idris Elba play James Bond?
I mean, what do you think? I want to hear your thoughts on this.
So I'm not a huge James Bond fan. Like I haven't watched them a lot.
Yeah,
I think out of like before Idris Elba's name was tossed out there a lot,
yeah.
I and they were talking about, oh, who should the next James Bond be? I thought to myself, Idris Elba would be really, really good as James Bond. I think he'd be really cool because I think it's a way of taking a progressive view on things, like
Hmm.
a progressive way of casting without just picking some random mega celebrity
Yeah.
because he just because like I feel like Idris Elba just I feel like he would fit the role really well.
But in my opinion, I feel like he works better as a villain than
I don't
as
disagree.
he works better as the antagonist and the protagonist.
Have you
He
have you
has that
seen
he has that character in him.
Suicide Squad, the
No,
new one?
I've not. The new one, no, I've not.
Okay, because he played. I mean, they're all villains, but they're
Yeah.
playing heroes in the movie. He did a very very good job.
I heard it was a lot better than the first.
I think so.
Okay. I might have to check that out, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it'd be worth it. Um, so here's my other one, and then we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
We might have talked about this on the podcast before. I wouldn't be surprised. What's your superpower that you're picking out of everything?
Oh boy. Like one
Because
power or the powers of somebody?
no, one power.
One
And
power.
I'm gonna preface this. I see there. I only think there is one valid answer, and I'll leave it at that.
I'd have to go with flying. Be
That
able to fly. I'd have to go with that. Because like life would be so much easier if you could fly. Like you can
it'd
go
be
from
really,
point
yeah.
A to point B immediately because you're just flying. Skip the traffic, skip anything. Oh, you forgot something? Let me just go back real quick and get that.
So here's mine. You ready?
Go for it.
Teleporting. I want to go home.
Oh, that's a good one.
I want
How
to
did
go
I
to
not think of
Chipotle.
that?
I want to go to Chipotle. Chipotle now. Sonic
Yeah.
hot dog.
How did I not think of that?
That's every time
And
I'm
plus
asked
you
that
can go
question.
anywhere, you can go anywhere in the world. You just eliminated travel fees right then and there.
And it's like flying, but without the time.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
It is. I Whenever people ask me and then I give that answer, I always like my brain feels pretty big because I think to myself, I have the best answer. There is
Oh
one
yeah,
right
it's big
answer.
brain time.
Yeah.
That's no,
You
that's actually smart.
We already know that Nate would say that he doesn't want super strength because he already has super strength. I know
Dude, that's
that
a Nate answer. That is
that
such
is
a Nate
that
answer.
is a Nate answer.
Nate, if you're watching this, we know you're gonna say something like that.
Yeah. He
That
would
is
he
such a
would
Nate
want
answer.
he would want I feel like he would want super speed
Yeah, I can see him
or
saying that.
like telekinesis so that he can read people's minds.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, last question, and then we're just gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Now, you have a time machine. You can see where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
You get to go to any time frame you want. What would it be?
Um
This can be like anywhere in the world at any time.
I would go LA in the 90s
Hmm.
because of either LA or New York in the 90s. Just
Okay.
because of then I get to see hip hop begin.
Yeah.
I get to see all of these people come up. Other answer. I'd go back to like the 50s or the 60s, invest as much money as
Yeah,
I can pull
that's
together
smart.
into Apple and stuff.
I mean, Apple didn't even exist back then, but when it starts,
Yeah. Yes. When I don't know the year that they started it.
yeah,
I
I
think
think
it
they
was
started.
in the
It was in the
90s.
late '80s, early '90s, something
Yeah.
like that.
So
Oh,
I could
dude, you
still
get
just
so much money.
yeah.
You get an absurd amount. Sure, you have to wait, but you get an absurd amount of
I'm
money.
cool with waiting if it
Yeah,
means that I'm a
exactly.
billionaire just off of like 50 cents.
Right. It's just like right when they start, hey, I'm gonna give you guys a little investment.
I right before I hop in that time machine, I'm going, Dad, I need as much money as you can give
Just
me.
don't ask. Just take the money and explain later. Just go back.
I I will pay you back more than you will ever know. I just need like I need money.
Honestly, just take it and go. Just go. Don't even explain.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
get out of there.
You'll
Just go.
you will thank me.
Just be like, I'll explain later. Just just wait. Me, honestly, I would say New York in the 60s
Mm,
because I just love that time. The
yeah,
fashion, the cars, the attitude of people, everything was just it was so nice and like authentic back then. And I feel like society as a whole was just like intertwined with each other. Um, Now, of course, like take the protesting and what was going on aside. I know
yes.
some horrible stuff was going on during that time, but you know what I mean. I just want to
There was a split second where I thought that you were gonna say that you wanted to go back to that time for that reason.
no, no,
And
no,
I was
no.
gonna be like, oh, that's hello.
No, I like leave that aside. I'm talking about like if everything was like,
Yeah,
going well.
yeah, yeah.
That's where I want to be. Because even like, because look at the cars back then.
Mhm.
Those were nice, and people looked presentable all the time, at least,
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
If
and the music too. The music was really nice.
yeah, if I had to go back for cars, I think that I would go to this. I'd go to like 1965 because
Mm,
then I get to I get to have the 69 Camaro. I get to just start going up through the years of all these
yeah,
incredible cars.
exactly. And plus, later on, if you focus on the East and West Coast, you get to see all like the lowriders emerge.
Yeah,
Those were so beautiful.
watch the
Works of
lowriders
art.
emerge and
Uh,
Snoop Dogg emerge, the
right?
ultimate lowrider music.
Exactly. Like, like you're basically set. The
Like
lowriders are
it's
such beautiful cars. It is
they're
such
so
like,
cool.
in my opinion, they are the greatest looking cars out there. Like I could
I'm
stare
gonna
at them for days. I don't mind.
so yesterday I saw a lowrider Cadillac.
Oh,
It was it was up because it's snowy here,
yeah.
but it drove past and I was like, "Ah,
Oh,
it's
dude. Those are so rare to find nowadays. Sure, you
they're
have to go to
so
like
cool.
clubs to see them, but like out and about, they're one in a million. They're so
Yeah,
rare. And like you see lowriders, like when they come out, have you ever seen them come out the meets? They're like literally like they're just driving and like their whole car is like tilted upwards in
yeah,
some weird diagonal way, and they're kind of just cruising.
yeah,
It's amazing. And yeah, that was our hypothetical situations. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, if you want your question featured, make sure to hit us up. And of course, your question will probably be featured as long as it is appropriate. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of A New Perspective. Did we release the last episode? I think we'll still need to do that.
yeah.
We got
It's kind of
episodes, don't worry about it. We have the content. We're gonna get it out there. Try to stay as consistent as possible. Hopefully, Nate can join us in next week. Um, but yeah, you got anything you need to say, Mike?
um. Comment your favorite fruit.
There you go.
I've been really rocking with strawberries lately.
Nice.
They're
I'd
good
say
times.
mangoes. Mangoes are my favorite. I love mangoes. But you got to
Mangoes are
pick the
good.
right one. You got to pick the right
Yes.
one. But yeah, So Mike's comment, favorite fruit, comment that down below. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Keep your
Peace out.
crowns up, chins high. Life is good, okay? All right. Peace out.
Peace.